Hello, everybody, and welcome to Darlingtoncar, presented by me, Darlington. Also, Best Pro Shops, because they're technically a sponsor. We are here at Atlanta for the Race Like Rowdy 35, here for Darlingtoncar. It's been a little over a week since we lost possibly top two best drivers in NASCAR, Kyle Busch. Top three, if you consider Dale and Jeff. Anyways, Kyle Busch was a really great driver. I actually did this race earlier this week. If you're on the Discord and you're watching, I did this race earlier this week. Unfortunately, the recording got bugged. I couldn't do it. So, yeah. Hope y'all had a good Memorial Day. Yeah, let's go through the grid. It's P1. It's gonna be Rowdy, obviously. P2 will be Bubba Wallace. P3 Ryan Blaney. P4 Michael McDowell. P5 Ty Gibbs, first ever winner of Darlingtoncar. P6 Josh Berry. P7 Danny Hamlin, and P8 the winner of the Charlotte race, Chase Elliott. Yeah. It's been a little tough, definitely, with the loss of Rowdy, but it's gonna start on pole. And I don't really have much else to say, so let's get rolling. Hope they don't wreck immediately out of the pit lane. I don't know if I can throw cautions. I'm just going to say that now because when I did try to do a caution last race in Atlanta, it got bugged, but last time in Atlanta I tried to throw a caution, everybody just spun around, and yeah, there wasn't really anybody going to finish, so there's cautions. I've got to get ready. Keep that there. Anyways, pace cars through turn 3. On lap 18, we're going to have a silent lap. Not just for Bush, but also for a friend of mine. She went by Zombie. Turns out a little bit ago she actually got murdered. So, yeah. Anyways, green flag is in the air. We are racing here in Atlanta. Bubba up high, hits the wall. Josh, I think, also hit the wall. Maybe not. Elliot also goes up high there. 3 wide. Wallace on the top, Blaney on the bottom, and McDowell sandwich in between. Now it's Gibbs on the bottom. Hopefully don't try to wreck each other. Bush manages to stay ahead and goes onto the high lane. I'm going to say it a lot this race. The high lane is going to have that speed. Or maybe not. It might not actually have the speed because here comes Josh Berry. Or not Josh Berry, sorry. Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney is going to take the lead. And that is the end of lap 1. It is so close between McDowell and Bush. It is so close between the top 3 right now. But, yeah. As things seem to have cooled off a little bit. Like I said, lap 18, we're going to have silent lap. One of my friends got killed. News came out yesterday. So I just want to do a silent lap because she was one of the best people I ever knew. And yeah, Bush goes up high, hits the wall. Blaney is going to lead again, but just barely from Michael McDowell. That little bit right there, that is like the sketchiest part because they always hit the wall at some point there, and a big accident could happen there. Bush is giving McDowell that push on the high line. Is it enough to get past Ryan Blaney? It's Ford versus Ford for the lead. Berry gives Blaney a massive push. Blaney goes right up ahead. How did Josh Berry get that kind of run? That is incredible. Elliot has lost out the most. He's in dead last. He's trying to catch up to Kyle Busch. anything could happen in this series. We know that. So, yeah. Since Kyle, passed away, the way Darlington cars run, I don't know if I said this, but a driver essentially signs up to be a sponsor, or a person signs up to be a sponsor of an AI driver, because this is an AI race. And yeah, if you want to do that, join the Discord. It's in the description. Josh Berry is your current leader. Here comes Bubba Wallace. Might give him a tap. Nope, doesn't get there. Berry is your leader. As I was saying, the person who signed up for Bush, had a little talk with them. They decided that they would choose Chastain. I am retiring Bush out of respect from this league. He's always going to be one lap ahead, so yeah. Blaney goes up high and gives a good push to Berry. A little bit of a favor, but not good enough. Here comes Bubba Wallace. And Ty Gibbs, actually, with a push from Denny Hamlin. Is it going to be enough? Who's going to lead as we come across the line? Oh, they're having a big one. Oh, there's a big one. Elliot off into the infield. They're all collecting each other. Let's see if I can throw the caution. Nope, Bush is going to spin around. How is he flipped? He can still go. He can still go. Oh, that was a big one. Wallace is out. That was quite literally the big one. Blaney inside wall is out. McDowell is also out. Gibbs is still going. Berry is actually still going. I wonder where Elliot is. Elliot's still going with no damage. Neither is Hamlin. Elliot went through the infield, went spinning through the infield, as you saw. There's 5 people going. What? What? Why is the pace car upside down in the infield? Okay, well that's me. Well, that's the car spawn. Bush has a fair amount of damage. He's still going though. Oh, Barry got into Wallace. Barry actually helped us out here and cleared Wallace off the track, but in the meantime, he was leading. Wallace just went back onto the track like an idiot. Don't tell me I have to respawn again. Oh my god. Wallace is out. That's not what I meant to click. Gibbs is still going. Barry hit Wallace. Hamlin's still going. And Elliot. I honestly thought Elliot would go up and over there. Do I respawn them with only Wallace? Maybe was. I might only respawn them with Wallace. Maybe not even Wallace. Just Barry, Bush, Gibbs, Elliot, and Hamlin. I'm gonna do that. So we're back. I did actually respawn Wallace because he, I kind of messed it up with Denny and Chase Elliott. It's fine, but Wallace is actually still going. Unfortunately, McDowell, who else? McDowell and Blaney are out. So that's unfortunate. McDowell and Blaney and who else is there? I am forgetting somebody. Hopefully the pace car doesn't just flip. We're gonna start rolling here. That was weird to say the least. Big one happened, and these are the only 6 left. It wasn't as chaotic when I threw the caution that time, but it was only because like 4 people wrecked. So yeah, you can see I can't really throw a caution here. 35 laps. I know it says green. It doesn't say. It is supposed to say green. Barry is currently your leader. He got kind of screwed over by Wallace though, so Barry is currently your leader, then Bush, then Gibbs, Elliott, Hamlin, and Wallace. This could go a million different ways, to be honest. They could have another one. Who knows? Pace car rolls down into pit lane. Through the restart zone we go. Green flag is out. We are back racing here in Atlanta. Barry gets that good lead. Nobody actually hits the wall there. Elliot was close. I think Bush actually went up high and then hit it. And it looks like Gibbs goes up to the middle. Like I said, this could go a million different ways. Josh Berry is your current leader. Now, as a matter of fact, when I ran this race before the footage got bugged, they are 3 wide in the back between Elliot, Hamlin, and Wallace. Gibbs goes down low to the inside of Barry. Could he try to get a move done? Barry goes up against the wall. It doesn't look like he lost any speed. As we head on to lap 10, it's so close between Barry and Gibbs. And it looks like, oh, there goes Gibbs. They're back down low again. Giving a draft to, oh my god, brain fart, sorry, Denny Hamlin. But Gibbs goes up high and he actually does have the lead now. Can he keep it? There's 3 cars on the high line. Elliot's going to get that most draft. See if he can put it to use here. It's going to kick in eventually. There's that high line speed. It's just that few miles an hour more, but that could mean the whole world. We are through turn 4. Gibbs goes up high, gets into Barry. Hamlin goes higher, almost gets into Elliot. We are 3 wide between Barry, Gibbs, and Wallace as right now. Barry is your leader, then Gibbs, then Wallace. Barry is not showing up on the leaderboard for some reason, but he's right in front of our eyes. Bush is giving Barry a good push. See if the old Bush push. See if that helps him. Hamlin goes down low. I thought he got loose there for a second. Elliot's going to go down to the middle, get that draft off of Gibbs. Gibbs goes down low, giving draft to Bubba Wallace. There's 3 Toyotas in this race, and they're all on the inside line. Gibbs is going to be your leader, but who's going to be second? Looks like it's going to be Barry. All comes down to what happens here. It's going to be Barry. Barry almost grabs the lead from Gibbs, and he does. He almost got it over the line, but he eventually gets it from Gibbs. There's still that little high line speed down the front stretch. At back straight's going to be where it could be most important, though. Gibbs and Wallace, side by side. Elliot's got that good draft. Could Gibbs go up high? No, he goes down low, actually. This is actually getting kind of good. There's some speed from Barry. So right on board with Bush, who just goes down to the middle, gets that draft off of Elliot. There's 2 Chevys, and they're the 2 in the middle. See if they can try to do something. 2 Chevys, 3 Toyotas, 1 Ford. Or 3 Fords, 3 Chevys, 3 Fords, 3 Toyotas, but yeah, you know what happened. Big one. Big one, as they call it. This is going to be Elliot is now your current leader in his home state. Goes up to the middle, gives a little bit of draft back to Bush. Wallace is down on the inside of Bush. They're 3 wide. Bush is in a Toyota sandwich right now. Gibbs goes hard into the wall. Keeps it good though, loses speed and gains it back because that high line advantage. Elliot is all over the track. It looks like he can't decide who to give draft to. But Bush is to the middle. Looks like he's going to be fighting for P2. Barry's finally showing up on the leaderboard, so that's good. The only problem is he's in dead last. Down the back stretch of the 14th lap, we've had 1 caution so far, and that was because the big one involving Blaney, McDowell, and 1 other car who I still can't remember. Matter of fact, I'm trying to see what it was. I can't remember. It was McDowell, Blaney, and somebody else. I think it was another Chevy. I could be mistaken. Bush into the wall, but Wallace almost goes up high and dumps himself in a bush. Goes down low now. Gives a draft to his team owner. Bush is on that high line, giving draft back to Elliot, who's dropped down. Here comes Josh Berry. Josh Berry is going to come around the outside of Bubba Wallace. It's not going to be enough. Wallace goes up to the middle. Bush has that draft from Berry. Berry is currently your leader. And it's either Wallace or Bush. That's how close they are. I can't even tell. Gibbs is trying to make it 3 wide. Now Hamlin makes it 3 wide between Gibbs and Bush. There's that highline speed again and some more draft. Bush is catching Josh Berry. I think Josh Berry is going to be your leader at the end of this lap. Lap 17 goes on the board. It's 3 wide between Wallace and Gibbs and Bush. But Gibbs gets a little push from Elliot. Gibbs is going to shoot out in front, but for how long? It's only by a wheel. Here comes Bubba Wallace on the inside. He's still going to be leading this. Remember, he wrecked, but his team must have fixed the damage. If you know, you know. Wink, wink. Totally not, because I like Wallace. No, Gibbs is going to be your leader, though. Oh, Wallace gets a great run out of 4. Wallace is still going to lead you. Why is everybody not showing up on the leaderboard? Oh, is it Wallace or Gibbs? It's going to be Gibbs. Why does it say Wallace is in last? He's very obviously not in last. Up the inside we go with Bubba Wallace. Going right on board. I don't really want to ride on board because he's kind of in the lead. See how close it is. There goes Gibbs. On the high line. It's right on board with Elliot. 3 wide into turn 3. And into turn 4 with Gibbs and Wallace sandwiching in. Nothing interesting. Oh wait, that was lap 18. Whoops. This will be a silent lap. I was technically a lap late. I know, I'm sorry, but took that silent lap to remember Kyle Busch. One of the greatest. And speaking of which, here comes on the back stretch. We saw Gibbs give Elliot a little bit of a push. Obviously, it didn't help enough. It's going to be Busch and Elliot currently your top 2. It looks like Elliot is in the lead by barely a bumper. Nope, now it's Busch. So now Busch goes up high. Oop, I almost dropped my phone. Busch goes up high. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Sorry. It is 3 wide. Let's see if we can try to make it 4 wide at one point, fellas. Looks like we are close to that, though. Elliot's going to have that good line. What could happen with Kyle Busch here? They're keeping it pretty clean so far. We haven't had an incident yet. Will we have another one? That kind of all depends. I could just, pause the recording very, very quickly. Just go here, settings, paste the green. They all direct. But I'm not going to do that, because this is going to be a genuine lead. Kind of. Yeah. Busch has dropped down a little bit, still between Wallace and Berry. They both have pace today. You can't forget about Ty Gibbs, who has been, oh my god, Okay. There's a bike out there. I didn't even see what kind. Wallace and Barry have had the most pace today. They take each other out. It's most likely going to be Gibbs again. Last time I did this, before the recording got bugged, McDowell had a wreck on the final lap. And as they came around, Wallace was leading. And then it was Barry. And then, Barry went to the wall there. Instead of Bush. It was Wallace and Barry leading. And Wallace hit some debris and went up into the entire field. And Barry won. But it didn't really last long. I've been trying to do this for over a week, this race. I was planning on doing it last Thursday, and then obviously the news broke, and I didn't want to do it. I was planning on doing it Sunday, couldn't do it. Monday, also couldn't do it. Did it Tuesday. Like I said, recording bugged. Yeah. Thank you all for the support, by the way. I only gained like a couple of subscribers, but Daytona had over 100 views. So, yeah, thank you guys. Because there's more than 100 people in the server. Join the server, like I said. I will have the link in the description. It's been in there for the past 2 races. Elliot is currently your leader. Then Bush. Oh, look how close it is between Bush and Wallace. Bush is going to get ahead. Wow. Darlingtoncar at Daytona has 121 views. Thank you guys. Charlotte has 55 views. Darlingtoncar, second ever winner. Okay, can I mute? Okay. Sorry, I was... It kind of did the automatic playing thing, so... Daytona, I won't lie, was a bit of a mess. How do I have 120 something views and only 1 like? Please log in, guys. Like, I like every video I see. I do. But, yeah. Subscribe, like, just support. I guess Daytona has become my most viewed video that isn't a short, because my most viewed short is me with the over the wall sound. I'm just yapping, to be honest. Bush is currently your leader. We have 9 to go here in Atlanta. Bush is out front in the Race Like Rowdy 35. Wallace is going to give him a little bit of a challenge, though. Wallace up the inside. He's going to take a little while to slow down. Trying to make it stick, and it looks like he does. Here comes Hamlin, who hasn't really seen the top 3 all the race. Finally making some moves. Barry has dropped down. There goes his pace. I wonder what happened to him. Could have done a Coke 600, you know, and spun for like no reason. I mean, he hit the wall in the Coke 600, but like, I mean, is there really any need to throw a caution for that? Because he recovered it well. He just kind of barely tapped the wall and spun and then immediately went off track. I wouldn't have thrown a caution, to be honest. NASCAR was weird with cautions that race, especially later in the race. We were 3 wide between the 3 Toyotas in the race are in the top 3, and they're side by side by side. Who's going to have it? It looks like it's going to be Hamlin out front of Gibbs, and then Wallace has actually dropped back, and now Elliot has made his way up. Let's go on board here with Barry to try to see this view here. Look at that. Barry's going to outrun Wallace into turn 3, but Elliot's going to stick his nose up the inside of Barry. Gibbs goes up high. Is Barry going to make it 3 wide? He gets he's by the rear quarter panel of Ty Gibbs. And almost got by Hamlin. As we ride on board with Wallace, this is a good view right here. Bush goes up the inside of Wallace. Excuse me. I haven't really had anything interesting happen so far. Wallace is going to be up high. Bush is still challenging. It looks like Josh Berry is currently your leader. Oh no, it isn't. It's going to be Denny Hamlin. Look how close it is. Oh, I think somebody got into Berry there. Maybe not. Hamlin is your leader as we cross the lines. Hamlin. It says Bush for some reason, but it's not. Bush is P3, it looks like, though. He's gotten past Ty Gibbs. Now he's side by side with the only other Chevy in this race. Chase Elliott. I almost said Ty Gibbs. Or what I almost said, Ty Dillon. Oh, look at Josh Berry. I think he got a push. It's not going to work out enough, though. Berry might have just gotten a push. That was incredible highline speed. Air 3 wide. Berry up against the wall. Yeah. Like I said, we have 4 to go. Look at this. It could be anybody's race. Look how close it is. This is high speed. I think. Oh, Berry into the wall. Ooh. Elliot goes up the inside. He has an incredible run. Is it going to be Elliot in the lead? Yes, it is. Elliot has gotten that good lead. Could he win 2 in a row? Oh, look at Bush. Wallace got a little loose there. Bush is leading. Why does it say it's lap 31? It is not lap 31. I think it's the final lap, to be honest with you. Or 2 to go. I think it's 2 to go, actually. The only 2 Chevys in this race are side by side. I think the three Toyotas are side by side. Yes. Bush is out front in the race for Rowdy 35 here at Atlanta. But it still could be anybody's race. It could still be Josh Berry's race. Bush is your leader, though. Oh. Okay, yes, this is the final. Or is it? Do we roll with it? Because it says it's 3 to go. Do we roll with it? Because I might just roll with it. Bush is still leading. Oh my god, get out of the Berry camera. Oh no, it doesn't look like he is now. It looks like it's Chase Elliott. Why is my camera doing this? It's Chase Elliott, then Ty Gibbs, and then Bush. But Bush and Gibbs are ever so close. It looks like Bush is still in the lead. Unless something happens here. They are so close. They're all within a second. Gibbs is going to shoot out in front. Does this say checkered? It doesn't. Okay, so this is the final lap. The white flag is in the air. Ty Gibbs is your leader. As we speak, we are 4 wide between Elliott. No, now it's Bush, Wallace, Hamlin, and Berry. Who's going to get it between Ty Gibbs and Josh Berry? Or could it be nobody? It could be neither of them. Could it be Hamlin? Hamlin is in dead last, but they are 4 wide. It's between Gibbs and Elliott. Looks like Wallace might have a little bit of a look, but it's not going to be enough. It looks like it's going to be Chase Elliott as we head down. The final time past this, it's going to be Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott is going to win, just barely from Gibbs. It is so close, but Chase Elliott wins from Gibbs. It says Hamlin. It looks like that's true. Then Bush, Berry, and Wallace. I might have to look at that finish again, to be honest with you. But Wow, what a finish. Elliot, 2 in a row. Gives us P2. That was definitely one of the best races of Darlingtoncar. At least we didn't have 2 finishes. But yeah, let's go look at that finish real quick to see what happened there. So here's coverage of the big one that left 2 cars out. Gibbs was your leader at the time. If we look carefully, oh, Barry hit a bump. Look at that. Let's look at it one more time. Barry just hit a bump, got loose, got into the wall hard, went down across Blaney. But in the meantime, he also got into Wallace. Wallace is going to spin around and go into the wall. See what else happened. He got into Blaney, who in the meantime got into Bush, who in the meantime got into both Hamlin and Elliot. So this is going to send Elliot spinning off into the infield over there. Wallace actually managed to save it and hits Barry. Hamlin is basically perpendicular. I think at this point he practically is. Wallace is still going to be loose and he's going to fall back. This isn't optimal right here. I'm saying that right now. But Hamlin also hits Blaney, who in the meantime hits Gibbs. Wallace went so slow. McDowell hit him in the rear. And yeah, chaos ensued. McDowell goes hard into the wall in reverse. Barry is currently inside Blaney. The one person that got out semi-okay from this was Gibbs. Oh, never mind. Even Gibbs was a little bit involved, but he actually had a good save. Barry actually got out of this. This is where I threw the caution. Barry actually did well during the caution push flip. That's something, to say the least. So I'm pretty sure this is when they crossed the line, if I'm not mistaken. Elliot's gonna win. Then P2 for Ty Gibbs. I'm sorry. What? Look. Wallace got P3 for sure. We're definitely gonna have to slow this down. 0.1 times speed. So Wallace P3. At this point, it looks like Hamlin P4. Oh my word. That was... Okay, Hamlin P4. Looks like Barry got P5. Bush got P6. Maybe. See it from Bush's view. See it from here. Wallace. Ooh. If we had a view of Hamlin. Perfect. So was Hamlin... Was it Hamlin or Barry? I think it was Hamlin. No, Barry was ahead here. It was Hamlin. I think it was Hamlin from Barry from Bush. That's what I'm going to go by. That is what you call a finish. Right there. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. That's gonna probably do it for us here in Darlingtoncar. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, subscribe, like the video, join the Discord. It's going to be in the description. You know, today we raced for Audi, and Elliot is going to be your winner. So I will write down results. And yeah, have a good one. Okay, did want to take a little thing here at the end of the video to say this is the current standings heading into Bristol. Currently Elliot has retaken the championship lead from Gibbs. Gibbs is going to be P2 with 122 points. See if he can try to make that up at Bristol, which he got his first race win in real life at this spring. Hopefully he can also do as well. Barry has 99. Hamlin has 1 point behind him in 98. Wallace 1 point behind him in 97. Bush has 95. Put a little asterisk there because heading into Bristol, like I said, I did want to replace Bush or retire Bush out of respect. So Chastain will replace Bush. He also has 95, if I didn't say that. McDowell has 93, and Blaney has 92. So, with that, that is the standings for Darlingtoncar as we head into Bristol. Should be out in a few days. I think by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. I might do 2 next week. So yeah. This is the Darlingtoncar Discord. I know it says this, NASCAR server, but I have a little thing here for highlights. So yeah. Without further ado, thank you for watching. Have a good day, and see y'all soon.